What's your theory on the Dreamscourge?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Just made a bunch of food. Didn't you see me?
Careful! Or we'll get thrown out of the pub! We're already thrown. Really? Huh. And when did that happen? Can't say as I remember. You, my friend, need some water.
Founded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Yada and I are investigating the Dreamscourge.
Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I can help you fix it.
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
Is there any way we can help?
Perhaps, if you can help me find an appropriate battery of essence. I could use a large single block of Aedyr, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment.
I think I have.
Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Aedyr recently died in a western grove.
How does that help?
An Aedyr heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Aedyr had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
Okay.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Aedyr heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Ado, welcome to my finest tavern.
Attribute points. Unspent. We were gonna do Constitution. That should be good. If we play the skin, we'll probably follow a build order for a certain type character. But since this is the first time, I'm just gonna do whatever.
Oh, it's you.
You know me.
Leave me alone, all right? I'm not looking for trouble.
Your clothes seem familiar. Were you with the rebels in Paradise?
Maybe, maybe not. What's it to you?
That's a yes. Not making much effort to hide yourself.
I didn't plan to run into you. That damn fool Gwolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. I guess you must have seen something in him I didn't. Hope your mercy doesn't come back to bite ya.
You were brave to stand by your principles.
Maybe I'm brave, maybe I'm stupid. I'll find out eventually. In the meantime, I can sleep at night. Good luck out there.
We have quite a ways to go to get this heart.
Boy, here.
Kind of thinking maybe we should go talk to the others first, in case they have us do some kind of questing that's out in the same direction. I want to go out twice. Let's go see what they have to say first. I'm sure they want us to do something for them also.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
She's not impressed.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
They say he's still there, lying in the sky. It's a shame, dying
shame. 7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer?
Don't tell me this has something to do with your unfortunate time.
I just need someone who can tame these damnable beings. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
You didn't think to put bells on them?
Of course I have. I'm not stupid. Even I will admit that Elia got a few things right. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing is wearing my shoes out.
You don't know where they went? We have to contain this before people panic.
People? People are used to the damned things wandering around. I'm the one who's panicking here. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Be honest. What'd you do to offend her?
She wouldn't push her research far enough. She wasn't willing to take risks.
Whatever you all are doing, it's clearly working wonders so far.
And how's that risk-taking working out for you?
You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them.
Controlling the undead? Now I have to know more.
I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. I'd look myself, but I don't trust the few subjects I have left. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
Those are no ordinary farm hands.
A godlike in emerald stare. Well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
What happened here?
Sorry, I've been on my own for a while, and I forget how unusual this looks. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor, but of course nothing is ever that simple.
You're using the undead for labor?
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be Aedyr and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
I'll tell you what doesn't belong in there. My hand.
Just imagine you're preparing to roast a chicken. A wet, ropey, warm chicken. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her, the least I can do is keep it from spreading to the rest of the flock.
Make sure you wash your hands after this.
Huh. It's like cleaning a deer carcass. If it was rotting. Smelled like Kai after his morning run.
Blighted crop.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting?
It looks like Beatrice ate some spoiled crops.
Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dreamscourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
Giada wants your opinion on the Dreamscourge.
Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Travels fast in these parts, doesn't it?
Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs in the streets of Eora. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dreamscourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
Thank you. It helps that he's already dead. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has gone.
I'll take care of Silvo, and I'll make it quick.
Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a Revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Quiet, Nimdut.
It's numbnuts. Nimnut. Sorry, gotta put you out of your misery. He doesn't want to die.
We make a good squad.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like.
I dealt with Silvo.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Promise me some answers.
So, the Dreamscourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dreamscourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
You haven't shared these findings with anyone?
And end up like Giata? No, thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating. I'm sure Giada will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giada are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Alright, where's C? Give A and B.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation. Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Jeez. You an idiot. Blink at them with incomprehension.
Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Word travels fast.
Gossip is an important part of scholarly research. It's the only way to stay ahead of the competition.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
Deal.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I don't know. I guess I'd like to be some kind of mushroom.
Ooh, good answer.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Try to help people whenever I can.
So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Godlikes can't reproduce. That explains a few things.
Oh, didn't anyone tell you?
No one ever mentioned it.
Well, this is awkward. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dreamscourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Want the good news.
The Dreamscourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dreamscourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dreamscourge, a pillar of Aedyr would be a good place to start.
Aedyr believes the Dreamscourge and the living lands have a common ancestor.
That wouldn't surprise me. Both are natural occurrences, after all. Terrible, but quite natural.
Most natural things are. Terrible, that is.
One more question. What do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Hurry,
Giada
before they
was
change their
sent into
minds.
exile?
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she needs
dozed
to
off there
research
for a
harder.
bit. Were any
Or
of those
maybe a
words the
test
ones we
subject?
needed?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giada Castel.
Okay. Now let's do the last one. Save it.
Isoxal! Is that all you got?
Oh. Got some mushrooms to fight. You.
I was just getting warmed up. go.
Show me what you got left.